Very good morning, dear friends. Welcome back to English session. And the name of the topic is An Astrologer's Day, Day 3. So, friends, in the previous sessions, we have discussed about how smart the astrologer had been, who used to fool the people, and now he met with a person who is smarter than him and who is really challenged him. Right, in the previous session we have discussed that the person questioned him. What did he question him? Are you really an astrologer? If you are astrologer, you must answer my all questions, and if you fail, if you are bluffing, then you will have to pay me my amount with interest. And he is ready to pay him 1 anna. Then the astrologer, who seemed to be afraid, who seemed to be in a hurry to go home, he was ultimately convinced and he was ready. Then the astrologer said, "Yes, I am ready to answer your questions." And then what did the stranger tell him? He said, if your answers are wrong, you have to pay twice. Then astrologer said, "If you find my answer satisfactory, you will give me 5 rupees. Then he said no. Then astrologer compromised with just 8 annas. Up to here we have discussed, isn't it? Then paragraph number 9. "All right, provided you give me twice as much if you are wrong," said the stranger. Stranger said, "Okay, I am ready to pay you 8 annas. But if you are proven wrong, you will pay twice of what I have paid to you. Suppose I have paid you 8 annas, you will pay me 16 annas." So this was like an agreement between the two, verbal agreement. This pact was accepted. What do you mean by pact? Pact means agreement. Write down the new words in your copybooks. So the agreement was accepted after a little further argument. There was little argument. Immediately the astrologer will not accept it. So there was some argument, and then the agreement was done between two. What was that agreement? That the astrologer would pay twice if he fails to satisfy the stranger. The astrologer sent up a prayer to heaven as the other lit chirut. Now what is astrologer generally does? He is praying God to give him strength, right? He is as if he is praying God and he is asking God that, many times these people, those who are worshippers, devotees of God, and to make impress the people also, they are doing many times. And the another person started lighting chirut. Chirut means cigar. What is chirut? It's a kind of cigar. The astrologer caught a glimpse of his face. Caught a glimpse means just he saw by chance. Glimpse of his face by the meteorite, right? There was a pause as cars hooted on the road. Hooted means creating noise. Jutka drivers means that Tonga drivers, you can say, carried by the horses. Jutka drivers swore at their horses. Swearing means screaming, shouting, abusing, right, at the horses. And the babble of the crowd, babble means noise, of the crowd agitated the semi-darkness of the park. Agitated means disturbed. See, these are the new words, right? Let me explain again. The astrologer just caught a glimpse of his face. He saw by chance the face of that stranger in the matchlight. Matchlight means he burned the matchbox is there. He just saw the face of the person, because unless he see the face of the person, how can he tell about his future, right? Because he was working knowledge of human relations, right? There was a pause as the cars hooted on the road, and when the cars are blowing horns, he could not speak otherwise. So there was a silence from both the persons. Jutka drivers swore at their horses, and the babble of the crowd agitated the semi-darkness of the park. They kept silence for a while because there was a lot of noise of the cars and the people were shouting at their horses, tonga drivers, and there was a great crowd, you can say clamor or noise of the crowd that disturbed the semi-darkness of the park. The park is not is completely now dark because everybody has left the park except for some businessmen and sat there ruthlessly. Ruthlessly means carelessly, isn't it? The stranger now has sat down to know about his future because there is a challenge. So, children, do you think the astrologer is really a great prophet, or you can say, really his predictions are matching? Let us see what happens. The astrologer felt very uncomfortable. Why he felt very uncomfortable? Because nobody has ever challenged him in his life. It is late for me today. He made preparations to bundle up. Why he made preparation? Already he was going to bundle up, because what was the signal for him to bundle up? That nut vendor blew out his flares, and that was the signal for him also to bundle up. But because of this stranger, he wanted to make money and he became greedy, so he stopped. But now he is terribly afraid, because he is afraid if he is unable to give him the correct prediction, he would have to pay double and he would lose all the money that he has earned. Right? So he is afraid. So he is very uncomfortable. Then what did he reply? Here, take your Anna back. I am not used to such challenges. It is late for me today. He made preparations to. He said, take your money back. I am not going to accept your challenge because nobody has ever challenged me and already I am late. So take your money and here I am going. Do you think the astrologer, do you think the stranger will leave him so easily? No, my dear friends, because who has stopped him? Astrologer himself has pulled, himself has stopped. So how will he leave him? The other means the stranger. The other held his wrist. Wrist means this part, you know that, you know all of you. He held his wrist, right? And said, what did he say? He held his wrist okay. I left one line, I think so. The other sat down, sucking his cheroot, puffing out, and sat there ruthlessly. The another one started smoking there and emitting the smoke, and then he sat there. Then the astrologer was very uncomfortable. He said, take your money and I am not going to tell you anything because I don't accept your challenge. Then the another one held his wrist and said, you can't get out of it now. What did he tell him? You cannot get it out now. You dragged me in while I was passing, and I have not come myself. You pulled me. You stopped me. So I will not leave you now. So many a time this happens, my dear friends. You invite trouble yourself, right? The astrologer shivered in his grief and his voice shook and became faint. Now astrologer is literally shivering with fear because he is afraid if his lie would be caught, what would happen to him? He will lose all his money also and reputation also. So he is not interested actually, he is just giving he is finding excuses to go, to run, to escape from the stranger. Okay, and what he said, leave me today, I will speak to you tomorrow. He said, please today leave me. Tomorrow I will answer your all questions. The other thrust his palm in his face and said, thrust his palm means he put his finger on his face, means see, just he put it so close to his eyes and told, see my hand, judge my hand and tell me my future. Right? Challenge is challenge. Go on. He said, once you have accepted the challenge, you have to. You cannot escape from the challenge. The astrologer proceeded with his throat drying up. There is a woman. Astrologer's throat already he was troubled, already he was afraid, he was frightened. His throat was drying up with fear and he started, there is a woman. General story like he's telling to all the people, right? But do you think the stranger will accept his story? No, isn't it? Stop, said the other. I don't want all that. Shall I succeed in my present search or not? Answer this and go. Otherwise, I will not let you go till you discharge. Right? Till you disgorge. Actually, the word is read as disgorge all your coins. What the stranger told? Stop this nonsense. You don't tell me about woman and this and that. I told you that you have to answer my questions. You just answer my questions. Shall I succeed in my present search or not? Tell me. I don't want other things. If you answer this, you can go. Otherwise, I will not let you go until you lose all your money. Disgorge. What do you mean by disgorge? You surrender. You lose all your money. Right? Write down the new words, my dear friends. The word is read as a disgorge. Make a sentence using the word disgorge. Disgorge means surrender, lose, right? The astrologer muttered a few incantations, mantras. Incantations means mantras, right? He uttered a few incantations and replied. Muttering means speaking in a very low voice. Just speaking to yourself, that's other people cannot hear. Whispering, you can say. So he muttered some mantras, some holy rhymes, and he replied, all right, I will speak, but will you give me a rupee if what I say is convincing? Otherwise, so what did he tell? Okay, I will tell you, I will answer all your questions. Okay, I will definitely speak, but will you give me a rupee if what I say is convincing? If whatever I am telling is really true, if you accept it, if it is factual, you will have to give me a rupee. Otherwise, I will not open my mouth and you may do what you like. See, if you are not going to give me 1 rupee for each answer, I will not open my mouth. You can do anything as your wish. After a good deal of haggling means, my dear friends, arguments. Write down the new words. Haggling means verbal fights, arguments. The other agreed. The astrologer said, you were left for dead. Am I right? Actually, there was a lot of argument. Astrologer said, you have to pay 1 rupee for my one question. Earlier, what was the amount? 3 paise for one question. But because of this challenge, astrologer told him that you have to pay 1 rupee for each question. So the stranger initially, he was not ready to pay 1 rupees. There was lot of discussions, there was lot of arguments, and then anyway the stranger was ready to pay 1 rupee. Then the astrologer started telling the story of this man's life. Children, you may wonder, because whatever the astrologer is going to tell, that is %% true. You and me all wondered how the astrologer knows about such detailed information of the person. You will really be surprised to hear. Let us see what the astrologer tells the person. The first statement he made about him is, you were left for dead. Am I right? You were left for dead means you were attacked or you were almost dead. Someone attacked you, you can say for killing purpose, but you are saved. Am I right? Tell me more. And that was absolutely right. The stranger said, yes, that is absolutely right. Now tell me more, because still the stranger is not convinced, because he thought that okay, he might have told just bluffing, right? So he asked him, tell me more about myself. Then the second statement really shocks him. What does he tell? A knife has passed through you once, said the astrologer. The astrologer said, a knife has passed through your body once. Am I right? Tell me, someone thrust knife into your body. Is that correct? Good fellow. He bared his chest to show the scar. Scar means wound mark. Children, he bared means opened, uncovered his chest. That stranger opened his shirt, you can say, to show his wound on his chest. That was absolutely correct. How did the astrologer know about all these happenings, that someone hit him with the knife, isn't it? And then the stranger told him, what else? You're right, come on, keep telling. Do you think he is paying 1 rupee for each correct answer? Absolutely, he is paying 1 rupee for each correct answer. Then he asked, tell me, what are the other things that you know about me? And then you were pushed into a well nearby in the field, you were left for dead. Someone thrust a knife into your chest and you were pushed into a well nearby in the field and you were almost dead there, you were left there for dying. Then my dear friends, is that correct? Let us see what the stranger says. I should have been dead if some passerby had not chanced to peep into the well. My God, that is absolutely right. The stranger told, yes, you are absolutely right. If I really would have died there, if the passerby means the people who are walking, those who are fellow travelers, you can say, those who are walking on the road. One of the passerby peeped means just looked, have a look into the well. If that person wouldn't have found me, caught sight of me, I would have definitely died, exclaimed the other, overwhelmed by enthusiasm. Overwhelmed by means excited, right? Overwhelmed, excited. Excited by enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means, you know, that happiness, curiosity. When shall I get at him? He asked, clenching his fist. Clenching means tightening. He said, when shall I get that person? Because the stranger knows who attacked him. Maybe they are enemies. So the stranger's next question is, when shall I get at him? When shall I find that person? Tell me. I just want to kill him. This is called as taking revenge, because already that person attempted murdering him, right? He too wants to murder him. This is called as a revenge. Children, the astrologer is such a, smart fellow. We never thought of that, because earlier a story tells us that the astrologer fooled the people. He did not know anything about the celestial bodies, nor about the future of any person. He even did not know the future of himself. How would he tell the future of other people? But still then, what wonders us more is that how is he able to tell all the factual information about this stranger? That really amazes us, isn't it? So the next page number, you can go to next 167, paragraph number 16. So the stranger asked him, when shall I meet him? When shall I get at him? He said, in the next world, means in next life, in the next world. Answered the astrologer, he died 4 months ago in a far off town. Oh my God. Who died? The person who attacked the stranger or who attacked the client had died 4 months ago in a far off town. In a town he died there. How he died? He died in an accident. A lorry crushed him, my dear friends. He came under a lorry, and the lorry means, truck, that crushed him. So you will never see any more of him. The other groaned. What do you mean by groaned, children? Groaning means, oh my God, like that. The words, when you are suffering from some internal or external pain, expressing your pain. Groaning means expressing your pain. Then he groaned on hearing it. The astrologer proceeded, Guru Nayak, Children, when the astrologer told about the death of his enemy, how did the stranger feel? The stranger felt very sorry because he wanted to kill himself, but unfortunately, his enemy met with an accident and lost his life. He died. So, whose name is Guru Nayak? Guru Nayak is the name of the stranger. The person who is talking to him, the person who challenged him is Guru Nayak. So he directly called him by the name Guru Nayak, and now this is very, very shocking. You know my name? The other said, taken aback. Taken aback is a phrase, my dear friends. Today make one sentence with that. Taken aback means I was taken aback when I saw the dead body of the soldier. Taken aback means surprised, shocked, could not believe. So he said, how do you know my name? Because his name was Guru Nayak, that is correct, but nobody told him, and he was meeting him for the first time. Then how did he know that he is Guru Nayak? As I know all other things, Guru Nayak, listen carefully to what I have to say, he said to Guru Nayak. The astrologer told Guru Nayak that, Guru Nayak, listen carefully because I know everything about you and your life. So listen to me what I am going to tell you. Your village is 2 days journey due north to the town. Children, that person is not from the nearby place, but it is a 2 days journey, not 2 hour journey. So he knows everything about the person, about his village, about his name, about his enmity, about his relation. He knows everything about that person. So he told that your village is to the north side and the journey takes 2 days, isn't it? North of this town. Now they are meeting in the town. Take the next train and go, be gone. He told him that your train is there now. He knows even the schedule of the train also. How great the astrologer is, right? I see once again great danger to your life if you go from home, right? So what did he tell? He told him, you immediately leave because I sense that there is another danger for your life. Your life is at risk now because he is astrologer, he can guess, right? If you go from home, if you are going to home, your life will be very risky. He took out a pinch of sacred ash and held it to him. He gave him the sacred ash. Ash means you know that, right? Powder, grey color powder. Rub it on your forehead and go home. Never travel southward again and you will live to be 100. He told him that you better go to your home, but do not travel to south part of this town, otherwise you will not be survived. Somebody will kill you. And if you listen to me, if you follow what I say, you will live to be 100 means you will live full life. You will not die by the hands of your enemy, but you will die naturally. You will live probably hundreds of years if you listen to me. That's a great thing, right? Then the stranger, instead of stranger, now I'll call him Guru Nayak. Now Guru Nayak asks him, why should I not leave home again? The other said reflectively. Reflectively means curiously, excitedly he asked, so why shouldn't I leave home again? Tell me what is the reason? I was only going away now and then to look for him, to choke out his life if I met him. He said, actually I was going in search of that idiot, that person who attacked me. I just wanted to take his life. I wanted to choke out his life. Choke out his life means I wanted to take his soul out of his body. If I meet him, actually I was going to kill him. He shook his head regretfully, but he said, unfortunately, he is already dead. Because how does he come to know that his enemy is dead? He has escaped my hands. I hope at least he died as he deserved. Guru Nanak says, I wanted to kill him. He is lucky that he escaped my hands. and I'm sure that he died the death that he deserved. Deserved means that really was supposed to be. Yes, said the astrologer. Still, Guru Nanak doesn't know how he died. So Guru Nanak, so the astrologer is just giving the further information about the death of his enemy, how he died. He was crushed under a lorry. The other looked gratified to hear it. Gratified means satisfied. Guru Nanak thought that how he died, Guru Nanak thought that he died a natural death. But when the astrologer told that his enemy was crushed under a lorry, Guru Nanak felt very satisfied. Gratified means happy, satisfied, isn't it? So, dear friends, this is what people think about their enemy, right? Because many a times, out of anger, out of hatred, people curse their enemy. They wanted to kill them, but actually, it's not good, actually, right? So, taking revenge is not always good. And after your enemy's death, so Mahatma Gandhi also told that you must love your enemy, right? If you learn to love your enemy, you will not have enemies anymore, so, right? So do not invite enemies, don't make enmity with the people, right? So the next paragraph is, the place was deserted by the time the astrologer picked up his articles and put them into his bag, and everything is completed now. The stranger, I mean Guru Nanak, is now completely satisfied with all the answers, because whatever astrologer told, that is 100% correct. So now the astrologer earned his money. He earned a good deal today from this stranger. The green shaft was also gone, and the light which was there, still tinkling light was there, that has also gone, leaving the place in darkness and silence. And now everywhere there is darkness and complete silence, because it is too late in the night. Everybody has closed their shops, and even the people have moved towards their homes. The stranger had gone off into the night. After giving the astrologer a handful of coin, the stranger gave him handful of coins because he was satisfied. As per the agreement, he was supposed to give him the coins. So this is what about, you may wonder how astrologer came to know about all these things. Let us study in the next part. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful day.